Hello there everybody, welcome back to another Ark Survival Evolve with me, TechnoJock, and I'm just looking over my shoulder there out at the lovely construction that is Tower 4, it's being dubbed at the moment. Not quite finished, as you can see. I've got to put the roof on it yet, but it's looking pretty good, and I'm liking that walkway over to it. It's all coming together quite nicely over there, but that is something for another day. The thing for today is to continue on from kind of the end of last episode. So we did a fair bit... Oh, I've done a fair bit of stuff in here. I've actually dismantled most of this tower, and I've redone it with the normal walls, because the S Plus walls don't have these wooden bits on them. So I thought I would do that. And also, I took my own advice with regards to placing them down, so there's no little gaps in between them where the floors are and things like that. So it's looking a lot nicer. I also rearranged the doors so they're a bit better aligned with stuff that we can go out and do. There we go. That's all good. So that's just why I did what I did there. So, last episode, we got our fabricator, we got our grinder, we got our item collector over there, and now because of our grinder and fabricator we have the fuel that we need. So if we go into here, oh, and the sap as well, that's another load of sap that I've taken over from the area that we set up. So we're getting, that's, I don't think that's even 24 hours worth, so 2800 sap from one trip out was pretty good. So let's go put all this poop in here as well, and we can quickly just go, if we turn this on, and then we can say, right, that we want to grind up the poop to get the sulfur, so we can get all 6 of those. So it takes quite a bit of poo to do that, but we get 6 of that. This stuff, it goes really quickly, but if I just go like that, we're just going to get an absolute boatload of that, and we're probably not going to have to worry about it for quite some considerable length of time. Yeah, you can only do lots of 20 at a time. You need to have 20 at least. It'll only do them in batches of 20, because it's just not worth it otherwise. But now we've got sulfur, we've got, yeah, cactus, sap, sulfur and oil it needs to be able to make this stuff. So we'll just, there we go, make 6 propellant. Put that back in there. Not going to need sap for another little while, that's for sure. So we can come over here, and this stuff has automated the picking up of the poo and making and putting it into the composting bins. So we've got automated fertilizer. Brilliant. So if I put this over here, this is actually out of fuel at the moment. I'll put the propellant in, activate it, and immediately it's already picked up the poop from there. And it will put it over into one of the bins. Once it gets 3, it only does it once it gets 3, and I think these are, yeah, those are kind of full because it's got 2 lots of 3. I'd imagine this is the same. Yep. And this one, this is an S Plus composting bin. So I'm actually going to pick this up. And I'm going to grab that. And I'm going to turn it into a normal composting bin, because I'm not altogether sure if the S Plus one... I mean, it must work with the S Plus item collector, but I just think that the vanilla one is probably a better fit for what we're doing at the moment. We don't need the extra things. Now this thing is very cool. So by going onto this is the S Plus converter. So take an S Plus compost bin and put it over here. Press convert, and that is a normal compost bin now. And it works the other way around. You can put normal walls or something in there and get the S Plus version of them. Obviously, there needs to be an S Plus version of it to be able to work. But, yeah. Pretty handy. Pretty handy, if I say so myself. Well, I say that like I programmed S Plus. No, I did not. I did not come up with S Plus. I'd love to say that I had, but I have not. Right, let's put that there. There we go, compost bin. And let's put that in there. And now, this will likely still only have 2. But is that Hovnose just pooped? Did Hovnose just poop? Yep, there we go. That'll be picked up in just a moment. Certainly in less than a minute, because they decompose in a minute. Once that disappears from there, we'll have a look in here. Come on. Anytime you're ready. There we go, it's disappeared. And it was in there. That's picked up my poop. Who's flapping about outside? And that should have gone into here. Yes, it has. So the 3 that it had already have gone into there, and that will become fertilizer in short order. I'm not altogether sure how long that takes. But the next bit of our automation is to get the fertilizer from there into the crop plots up there. And yet again, S Plus comes to the rescue, because there is the S Plus farmer. Let's have a look in here. So, the farmer. Crafting, please. So the S Plus farmer, here we go, distributes fertilizer to nearby crop plots. Will collect fertilizer from nearby compost bins and dung beetles. Well, we don't need to worry about the dung beetles. Can use tech generator or Callian soup for fuel. So yes, we need to fuel it, but it doesn't need gasoline or propellant like we've been using. It uses Callian soup, which is made in the cook pot. So we have the recipe for Callian soup. Now, things to note: you don't actually need this recipe. It's not necessary to be able to cook stuff to have the recipe. This is just here as a reminder for you, so it's kind of handy in that respect. So we need 5 citronal, 2 handfuls of tinto berries. Now, it doesn't actually specify exactly how much a handful is, but a handful is 10. So 2 handfuls is 20. So we need 5 citronal, 20 tinto berries, 20 amaberries, 10 mejo berries. It says half a dollop of stimulant. Turns out that's 2. And submerge in water. Well, we have a water thing here. I extended our water system up to here, so it was going to be more easy to do. So we've got 2 water skins and a jar, and I've got another jar on me. I think I might get rid of those water skins and just get another 3 jars. Let's get 3 jars. Jar? Nope, that's a type of jar of stuff. Jar? Nope. Can I make it on my... See, this is what happens. And this is what happened the last time. So, water. No, that's water thingy. Can I make this on my person? Water. See, I've got to make it on my person. I can't make it there, I can't make it... Very strange. Anyway, right, 3 of you. And make 3 of you. That'll be fine. Let's get the rest of the stuff. So we need citronal. I'm just going to grab a job lot of this. So we're going to need citronal. We're going to need amaberries, tinto berries, mejo berries, and stimulant. Stimulant? Really? No. Where's my stimulant gone? Is it in here? No. Oh, hold on. I'm an idiot. There we go. Right. So, in fact, I'll take half of it. So, the other thing to note about this is you need to light a fire underneath it to make it work. Fair enough. Don't use wood, because wood turns into charcoal, and there are dye recipes that use charcoal and berries. And if you get charcoal in here, then the charcoal and the berries for your recipe will make dye, because the dye is a lot quicker to make than the soup recipe. And then some of your berries are going to be made into that rather than the soup, and then it's going to throw everything off and it's going to be a real pain. So, yeah. So, either use spark powder or, in a pinch, you can use thatch, because thatch burns really quickly. So you're better off using spark powder, if at all possible. If it can't be avoided, then use wood, but just be aware that when the wood burns down, you're going to get charcoal, and it's going to interfere with things. So, yeah, it's a thing. Let's light the fire. Let's go over here and go access inventory, and we're going to put that in there. I'm going to take that and that out. We can use them. And then like so. And then like so. And in a moment it should make a Callian soup. For a given value of a moment. I think it takes about 30 seconds or something to do. So once we get this, we'll have... Oh, there we go. It's done it. And we have 1 Callian soup. Perfect. Spoil time is 10 minutes on this. So you don't get an awful lot of time with these things. So we'll see. That's in the cook pot, so that's hardly surprising that it doesn't have a very long spoil timer. Hopefully it's got a longer spoil timer when it's actually in the farmer's inventory. So we'll see just now. Let's go over. It's getting to be morning time as well. Cool. So put the farmer down. The farmer should have a fair range as well. Let's see. So, farmer, you are going to stand here. And perfect. Hello, Farmer Giles. So you, Farmer Giles, are going to have a soup. And that is now... oh, it's 10 hours. Was it 10 hours on here? Oh, it was 10 hours on there. Okay, right, fine. I'm an idiot. I can't read numbers. That is not a surprise to anybody. Right, activate that. So, these are still crafting up that. And I don't think I can take the fertilizer out of these and put it back into the compost bins to try this out, can I? No, I can't. So I'm just going to have to leave him running at the moment, and we will see soon enough. So we've got 6 in there. Maybe I should... I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to take all of the fertilizer out of here. Alright. I'll put the fertilizer into here. Because, why not? Alright, so there's loads of fertilizer in here, but there's no fertilizer in here. So, I'm hoping, when there is fertilizer, he's going to put it into that crop block, because it doesn't have any in it. That's the idea, and we shall see how that goes. Next up, you'll have seen those crop plots had some stuff in them, which is nice, but it gets to a point where it can't grow anymore because it's got, I think it's 299 of the crop in it, and it can't make any more, which is unfortunate. So the next thing we want is a gardener. So a gardener, you guessed it, takes crops out of a crop plot and then allows the crop plot to grow more produce for us. So that is great. So we need 250 cementing paste, 100 hide, 100 metal ingots, and 100 pellets. Do I have sufficient stuff for that? Probably. Oh, I was going to say probably not, but I do. I do have enough. My word, wonders will never cease. So let's go and run over and put our gardener down. And you guessed it, the gardener requires some form of fuel as well. Unfortunately, the gardener requires a different form of fuel to the farmer. So she can stand there. A lovely hat. Like it. Oh, it's got a joystick on it. That's cool. Like that. Cool. She requires beer. Beer. I require beer as well. I have beer in front of me, but in the game, we need to brew our own beer. We can't just nip down to Tesco's and grab ourselves a six-pack. More's the pity. So, let's have a look at beer in here. So, we need to make the beer barrel. And we need 100 cementing paste, 100 ingots, and 500 wood. No items selected. But we have enough. I'm truly shocked. I did not actually think that I had enough stuff to be able to do all this. So I think the next level up in here would be a good place for this, because it's going to be big. This barrel is going to be big. And I think maybe here? Can I put... That's not too bad, actually. I thought it was going to be a bit bigger. That's not too bad. Maybe I could put it with the other cook pot, actually. I was anticipating that being significantly larger. But I suppose, yeah, because the generator and that are quite large. Let's put this... Let's just put it down here if we can. Ow. Ow. Ooh, that'd be me setting myself on fire. Maybe I don't want to put it right there. Let's see. I could put it like so. Yeah, there we go. I can just get round that there, and it's fine and handy, so I can get out of bed and immediately have a beer. Superb! Water, not irrigated. Right, so we need to put a pipe to that. And I should have pipes. Pipes. Horizontal pipe. That's the inclined one. Horizontal pipes. Okay. Let's see. Can we do that? And then we'll have these flexible pipes as well, because they are very, very handy sometimes. Let's have a look and see. I'm not seeing anything. Let's go high connected pipes. No, I want to C connected pipes. Show. Yeah, there we go. So, no, okay. It requires 2 or more nearby pipes. I want to see how this can... Alright, there we go. No, How do we connect this to pipes? Not irrigated. Is it too far away from that? Okay, let's pick this up. Wonder if we put it close enough to this, it's going to count as being irrigated. I think that's snapping to that. Oh, right. Okay. I'll stop it. Oh, that's not what I wanted either. Pick up. Right. I think what's happening is it's snapping to the bottom of that. So if we do that, yeah, look, it's attaching to the bottom of that thing. So if we have... Oh, I don't want to snap into that like that. I want to have it horizontally there. No. Right, let's grab another one of those stone things, those stone water things. I think I've got one. Yes, I do. Cool. Right. So let's get number 5. We could put this down here. Alright, so we're going to want to have this, let's say 6 like that. Maybe here? It's not there. Let's put it there for the moment. No? Not seeing this thing. Where did that go? If I pick this up, where did that go? Ah! Right. Okay. So that destroyed that. Not too bothered. Let's get irrigation thing. Stone irrigation thing. Craft one of them on our person. Yep. So if I go up here, I'll make that into the S plus stone irrigation thing. Convert all. Thank you. Nice one. That way I can go down here, and this is going to go like so, and then this is going to go there. Cool. And then we can go place this pipe. Where is that going to go? Don't see it. Let's try a vertical one. I don't have a vertical one. Let's get a vertical one. There's a little bit of trial and error here. Can you tell I've not done this before? Vertical. Thank you. So place that. Now where are you going to go? Yeah, so you're going to come down from the thing. And you can see the bottom of it just there. Cool. So if I do the horizontal one, can I see the horizontal one come across from that? Let's do that and like that. Like 5. No. Okay, so the horizontal one needs to come down like that. And I know it looks spectacularly ugly, but I don't really need to worry about that. And then it's going to go with one of those flexible ones through there, right? And it connects to out here, where I've still got that older one. Now what I can do is, I can hide that. And I can hide... No, that's a stone wall. So if I do... There's the... Hold water type. No. Nope. I need to show that. Right. I need to get that. See, it's chucking water out. Right. Hide connected pipes. Bingo. There we go. That's all the pipes gone there. And yes, we've got some water coming through the roof there, but that's fine. It's not very visible. It's just above the thing. And that has got water in it. Excellent. So I make beer by getting bingleberries. Where on earth do I get bingleberries from? We've got water in there, and we need thatch. Well, thatch is easy enough. Bingleberries, not so much. A very brief amount of Googling later, and any berry will do. Bingleberries are apparently for some sort of special event or something. They're they look like a strawberry, but yeah, any berry will do. It made bingleberry beer. So we've got the berries. I've just used azure berries because I had heaps of them sitting. Got thatch there, got 10,000 thatch, and then I've put in the 4 water jars that we're using for the soup, and that has gone on there, and that's fine. This is... so I'm going to fill this up basically with more glass jars, so we're going to have lots and lots of beer in here. So if I say... jar, please. So I want to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I need 23 jars if I possibly can, because I need another 4 for the soup stuff that I want to do. 23 crafts. Let's do them. We'll put some in here and some in there, and that'll be good. Excellent. So you can put them in there. Let's come over here. No, thank you. excess inventory. So we can go doop, doop, doop for these. So there's 4 slots in there, so I always have 4 there. And then in here, we will have all of the other ones. And hopefully, apparently it can take like 6 hours or something. So it takes 50 berries in 6 hours. So we've got loads of thatch for that. We've got plenty of these. So it's going to take a while before we're at the point of being able to actually harvest anything. I'm going to take the other soup that I've made over and put that into the farmer. And we might be able to see by now if the farmer has put fertilizer into that crop plot. I also think I want to make small crop plots to go into the corner bits, the triangular bits in between the large crop plots. Because that would be nice. Used a soup. One off. I don't know. Let's see. Climb up. Not fertilized as yet, and it has. Yeah, if I put in small crop plots here, I can have for the mejo berries, azure berries, tinto berries, and azure berries in some of these bits here. So then we will have stuff for making the soup and stuff for making beer as well. So I'm going to do that quickly, and I think what I'll do is I'll go off and do that, and then we'll come back once we've got some beer and I've confirmed whether or not this guy is actually fertilizing the stuff. And I think that will probably at that point be a decent time to sign off. So I'll see you in a second and we'll see how we're getting on. Right, bringing it back in quickly. I've been sitting here for ages waiting for this to happen, but one of the bins has made some fertilizer. So at some point in the next few moments, our farmer should grab this and stick it into one of the crop plots upstairs. So that will be good. Now, what I've done to check this out is I've taken all but one fertilizer out of all of the crops that have got grown plants in them, because I did take all the fertilizer out of all of the crop plots, and then the grown plants started to wither a bit, so I thought, oh no, I better put the fertilizer back in. So basically, if it goes into one of the crop plots that's already got a plant in it, then there should be 2 in that one, and if it goes into one of the new crop plots that I got upstairs that I'm filling in the gaps with, then there should just be the 1 fertilizer in there. So I'm not altogether sure how long it's going to take to do this. It doesn't need to be particularly quick because this doesn't decay, and these take ages to do up anyway. So yeah, it's going to take a moment. Still there. Don't know if this one might. No, it doesn't have anything in it, and that one still hasn't done yet. So yeah, this will just probably do in a second, because this. Hang on a minute. It says activate. He's activated. He was activated. Must have unactivated him by accident. Right, let's activate him. He's eaten a soup. And if we go in here, yes, it has come out of there. And we shall climb up. And let's go around checking. So we've got 1 in there. We don't have any in there. 1 in there as expected. Oh, this one's got 1 in there. And that wasn't in there before, so that's what's happening. It's gone into this one. This is an extra citronal to put in there, but we've got ones around here. What we've got here, we've got amaberry seeds, we've got azure berry. So we've got all of the seeds accounted for at least once. So that's all good. We don't have any beer yet, so yeah, I'll need to come back when we've got beer. Actually, it didn't take as long as I had feared. About 5 minutes since the last clip, and we have beer. Now, the temptation to drink this myself is quite extreme, I have to say. However, I'm going to restrain myself and take it over and fuel our gardener. And we should see, hopefully, stuff and things happen. Right, so you, my dear, activate. Oh, well, that was instantaneous. Perfect. That is great. And what? Oh, I just unpowered her. Oh, that's annoying. Oh well. Never mind. So I need to get more beer. But I'll get more beer soon enough. So you've got a spoil time of 20 minutes in there. That is not... That is not the spoil... No, it's empty. Citronal has got a spoil time 20 minutes in there. What about in here? Must be about the same because that's at 10 minutes now and it's about halfway done. So that's not too bad actually. I'm not too bothered about that then. That looks like we have a viable situation. So all of our stuff's going to be over there in terms of vegetables. I'm annoyed that I'm trying to get into the habit of pressing F to go into people's inventories rather than E, because E will activate or deactivate them. But it is what it is. So, yeah. Thanks for that, Tovno. That is an automated garden. To a degree. Obviously, we still need to fuel these things up. But we're going to be getting to a good state. In fact, if you have a look in here, you'll see all the poop that we've got spare. So, poop is not a problem. Oh, we've got some eggs as well. Oh, some dodo eggs. Excellent. Taking them. So, yeah. We've got plenty of poop to make more propellant to fuel the thing. I'm pointing at the screen, you can't see me do that. In any case, I think that's a good wrapping up point for today's episode. We've automated this. I am quite happy. And next time, I might be in a situation to show you what I've got going on with tower number 4, and hopefully it should be finished by that point as well. So until the next time, cheery bye, and have a funs. Bye-bye.